So, somewhat of a podcast format video. I woke up with a message from God today that I had to make this video. So, I'm going to title this Testosterone, Protein, Energy. Yeah, it's probably going to be the title of this video. There's a lot of you that have goals, a lot of you that have dreams, things that you want to accomplish. You want to hook up with the baddest bitches. You want to start a business. You're trying to hit the gym all the time. I want to build an empire. And there's something holding you back from really accomplishing anything. You want it all, but you're not doing any of it. You dip your toe in the pool, you go out a little bit, you started the gym for a week, you bought ClickFunnels, you signed up for ClickFunnels, you got it, and you thought the money was going to start pouring in, baby. You got these goals, you got these things you want to accomplish, but there's something that holds you back, and I'll tell you 100%, right? You know, so much self-development is focused so much around the internal. And I don't think we talk about the external enough, actually. So, you'll hear videos, you've got these limiting beliefs, you've got these ideas of what success is that hold you down and this and that. And maybe you hear that sometimes and you go, no, motherfucker, like, I know what success looks like. I see it all. I know what it is. I truly do believe that I can get there. So what we're going to focus on right now is testosterone, protein, and energy. The thing that holds you back, maybe the absolute most in this life, truly. And as soon as I say it, some of you are going to be like, whoa, that's true. The thing that holds you back the most is lack of physical energy. You're tired all the time. You're always tired. You're always tired, and then you go to sleep at night and you can't go to sleep. You can't fall asleep, and you're wondering, why was I tired all day, but I can't get any sleep? I can't even fall asleep right now, even though I need it desperately. And so you wake up the next day, and you wake up and you feel like you didn't even get a good night's rest, and you're tired all the time. Testosterone. First off, let's start there. Number one, if you're a man and you've been following this channel for any amount of time and you have not gotten your testosterone checked, that is insane. Go get your testosterone checked. Tim Ferriss says in The 4-Hour Body, what can be measured can be managed. And so right now, you might see it all around all the time, low T, a high testosterone individual, this low T soy boy, whatever, but you don't even know what you are. And a lot of guys, they'll think because they look masculine, they'll think that they actually have high testosterone. And then they'll go get checked and they'll be like, I don't understand. Like, I have like a full beard. I've got like a deep voice. I look like, why do I have low T? That's crazy. But the truth of the matter is that a lot of that has to do with how much testosterone was present during puberty. And you can wildly tank your testosterone directly after puberty. So there's a lot of guys walking around that think that they're fine, but they have all these things going on: anxiety, depression, low energy, low libido, all these things. And they're like, I can't have low T. You probably got low T. If you're a man living in 2022, there's a good chance that you have low testosterone. Go get it checked. Go to your doctor. Go to a local men's testosterone clinic. They're going to try to sell you on TRT right after. Don't do it. But go get tested. You can go to discountedlabs.com. You can go to questdiagnostics.com. Find out what your testosterone numbers are. Testosterone is literally the hormone that makes a man a man. And so when you are lacking in that hormone, then all of your other hormones are suffering as well. And you are likely to have depression. You are likely to have anxiety. You're likely to have low sex drive, lack of ambition. You're very likely to be neurotic. You're likely to start storing fat around your midsection. You're likely to grow man boobs. Many, many of these things that will absolutely destroy your life. So number one, go get your testosterone checked. Number two, do whatever you can to optimize your testosterone naturally. I am on testosterone replacement therapy. However, I'm not really an advocate of testosterone replacement therapy. I believe it's great, but I'm not out here to push it on anybody. You want to go the natural route. There's a lot of downstream effects that shooting exogenous testosterone that we don't even fully understand yet. And I just feel in my soul that they're not that good. I actually have a goal of getting off of TRT. I have an entire plan of how I'm going to do that. And I do believe actually that even though I used to test very low, I do believe that I will actually be able to become fully natty and have a pretty high number based on what I know now that I didn't know back when I first got on it. So you can look into boron. Don't even look into boron. Just start taking it. Start taking boron. I've been hearing a lot about Tongkat Ali. Is apparently a very good one. I've heard a lot about horny goat weed. So at the end of the day, be resourceful. Focus on your legs, right? The whole don't skip leg day thing. The reason why so many men skip leg day is because the legs don't really affect the aesthetic. There's even an entire bodybuilding genre, a category of competition where I believe it's called men's physique? Somebody correct me in the comments. I forget what it's called, but there's a whole category where your legs aren't even in the mix. Like you just wear shorts on stage, your legs aren't even graded on anything. It's just upper body. So we don't do legs because we look at the way that chest and we look at the way that biceps and shoulders can really affect our physique. So we hit those. But the truth of the matter is I believe that roughly 60% of the muscle mass in your body is located from the waist down. So when you actually are hitting legs regularly, heavy legs, heavy squats, heavy deadlifts, heavy leg press, I like to do the leg press machine a lot right now, then what you're doing is you're building up all that muscle in your legs, in your ass. You're getting thick fucking tree trunks that move you through this world. The benefits of legs goes far and wide. If you think about an average day in your life, let's just say you went to work. Let's say that you went and met up with a friend after work. Maybe you went on a date after that. Maybe you walked to a coffee shop in the middle of your workday. Well, where is all of your energy being expended? Walking. Walking is a major expenditure of our energy. So when the muscles that you use to walk are stronger, when you're building those muscles up, then on a daily basis, you're actually expending less energy because walking in and of itself is not even as difficult for you on a daily basis. So once you get the testosterone checked, look into these supplements, be resourceful. You know, sometimes people will come to me with a question and when it's about game or it's about life or something like that, I don't ever view any question as dumb. I don't view any question as you lacking intelligence. However, people will ask me questions sometimes and they'll be like 25, 30 years old. And I sometimes think to myself like, dude, I've known that since I was like 10 years old. How do you not know that? How do you not know this very basic nutrition question? How do you not know this very basic diet question? And the answer is simple. Many of you do not do any research whatsoever. People sometimes ask me, Aaron, how are you so knowledgeable on so many things? Well, the answer is that when I don't know the answer to something, I look it up. I say, hey, how insane is it that my laptop that's sitting right here in front of me, how insane is it that I can actually access all of the knowledge that has ever been known by man? How crazy is it that there's some guy out there who dedicated his life to making a YouTube channel on how to improve hypertrophy in your workouts? How crazy is it that there's a guy out there running a business right now making videos telling you how to keep your hair? How insane is it that I can listen to an audiobook about the Battle of Antium and learn about ancient Rome? And you never know when that information is going to come in handy. So when you are ignorant in 2022, it is 100% your own fault. So do your due diligence on researching things when you don't know them. I'm drinking a BCAA, branched chain amino acid electrolyte drink right now. I just ran 2 miles, which is why the hair's a little wild and why I got the shirt off and maybe looking a little bit sweaty. So get it together. Get that testosterone on point. All right? Research how to do it naturally. Dedicate your life to improving your testosterone naturally for well over a year. Get tested again a few different times. You can't count on one testosterone test. You got to get it a couple different times because your testosterone will vary based on how good your sleep has been that week. It will vary based on your nutrition that week, based on how many nuts you busted that week. So focus on really getting a couple different tests. Now, protein. It's shocking to me at times. I like to talk to girls in my life about their diet. I'll talk to them about what they're eating. Sometimes it'll start with them making a comment about all my steak or the beef liver I eat or something like that. Or sometimes they'll talk to me about their energy. I'll talk to dudes about this kind of stuff. And, you know, it's shocking to me how many people will only consume a lot of protein when they're working out. You should be eating a lot of animal protein all the time. As a man, if you're not eating at least 6 eggs a day and a fatty fucking steak, if you're not doing that, if you're not honoring your ancestors, if you're not looking at the fact that for thousands of generations leading up to you, your great-grandfather, and however many more greats we can add to that, every single one of them, and all of those greats of your mothers, everything that led to you, they were eating high, copious amounts of animal protein. A lot. That's all they ate, really. I mean, until they eventually started figuring out how to make bread. Even that shit's only been for a couple hundred years, dog. That's been like what? What's like the earliest bread? 2,000 years? That ain't shit. We've been walking around looking the way we look right now for 200,000 years. So even if they've been making bread for let's give it 3K years, let's give it 3,000. Then 197,000 years of us being Homo sapiens, and then every derivative before that, it was just animal meats and the occasional fruit, right? Every once in a while, you'd be lucky enough to stumble upon some fruit. But bro, if you're not eating steak on the reg, you're an idiot. And I don't mean to be harsh. I'm sorry, that was harsh. You're not an idiot. You're just being ignorant. And we walk around in today's world and we wonder, why am I so depressed? Why am I so anxious? Why do I have no energy? And you're just literally going against what you're supposed to be putting in your body. You're not eating protein. And it's insane to me. And I'll share this little hack with you guys. You gotta be, eating steak. Actually, as a busy individual, I fell off of eating steak for a long time because I just got so sick of it. Having to fucking heat up the pan and sit there and cook it, and then you can't cook it at the highest temperatures that you want to because it fills your whole apartment with smoke. So now I'm opening, before I even cook the steak, I open up the window, I prop the door open, I've got the fan blowing because otherwise it's going to fill my whole place with smoke. I'm ready with a stick to hit my fire the smoke alarm. And so I was like, dude, this is ridiculous. Like, what am I doing this for? But life changer, game changer, air fryer. Get a big air fryer. Invest in an air fryer. The steak will not come out as good as if you use a charcoal grill, but it comes out just as good or better as any other method that you're going to use inside. Any other method you use inside, the air fryer is going to be equal to or better. Not only that, zero smoke whatsoever. Not only that, you only have to flip it one time in the air fryer. So you can set it, you put it in there at 400 degrees, you preheat the air fryer, you put it in there, you set it, and you leave it in there for, depending on the thickness of the steak, anywhere from 4 minutes to 6 minutes, flip it, and then you add another 4 to 6 minutes. Done. Done. The beautiful part, I actually only cook steak in my air fryer. You can use it for many other things, but I only cook steak in it. So then what I do is while the air fryer is still hot, you pull the thing out, then you take it over to the sink. You just use the hose or whatever hot water. You slush it around, you dump it out until the water stops being brown, and it's done. You flip it over, you let it dry, and you put it back in. There's no dishes, no cleanup. Because if all you're cooking in there is steak, or even if you're going to do steak and potatoes, then all that's going to get on the next food is more of what it already should have anyway. Some olive oil, some oregano, some salt. That's all it's getting on there. A little bit of fat from that steak. So it's really easy to be eating a lot of steak. Back to eggs. You can hard boil eggs and you can eat them on the go whenever you want. You can buy actually a hard boiled egg maker, which are those are pretty dope. I have one. I've never opened it actually, but I don't do the hard boiled as much. I mostly am scrambling my eggs. And I don't even know if you'd call it that. I butter the pan, throw the eggs in there, let them cook, go over, flip them, mix them around a little bit, boom, onto the plate. Beautiful. So you should be eating, as a man, you should be eating regardless. And I don't want to hear no bullshit, dude. I don't want to hear any fucking, this study shows that the eggs and the steak actually raise your testosterone. Science is bullshit. Don't listen to science. Listen to me. You should be eating a gram of protein per pound of body weight. Minimum as a man. Do that for 2 weeks and tell me how you feel. Do steak and eggs, the amount, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight for 2 weeks, and let me know how you feel. Come back to this video and comment. Wow, all of a sudden, I don't know what it... Wow, was it all the Doritos and the Mountain Dews and the ice creams and the pizza? Is that what made me feel bad? That's crazy. I can't believe it. Eat it. Eat a lot of protein. This will also raise your testosterone levels. All of this steak, all of these eggs. Eggs have choline. They have all of these, I forget, I don't really care. They have all this shit in eggs that is very good for your testosterone, actually. So do that. Again, this is all incredibly important, and I just do not see it getting talked about. So I feel like I have a duty to talk about this because, again, everybody just wants to talk about the internal blocks that are keeping you from this and, you know, your mindset around money and this and that. And that's all like, yeah, like that's important. But are all of those going to be the biggest levers you can pull? Are all of those going to be the biggest levers you can pull? You know, I've been very obsessed with this concept lately of large levers. What are the largest levers in our lives that we can pull? So, for example, again, let's say that we're talking about diet. And you look up all these little things, you know, oh, they say that an ounce of kale a day, and then this little thing, and that, and if I don't do this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that. Or, what's the largest level you can pull? 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Boom. Huge lever that you can pull that's going to fire up your metabolism, that's going to fuel your cells, it's going to fuel your energy, that you're going to end up working out more because you have more energy. It's going to boost your testosterone, which is going to give you more gains in the gym when you are working out. It's going to create that incredible cycle in your mind where now you're actually getting results and you have more energy and you get more results and you have more energy. Large levers, right? If any of you, I don't even want to go into like the business aspect of this because many of you don't have businesses right now, which no shame to that. That's a whole nother topic. I think most people should just get good careers, to be honest, but that's a whole nother video maybe. But in your business, you'll see that, you know, what are all these little things that I'm focusing on? Am I focusing so much on like, I've got to make sure that the TikTok thing is working properly and the little this and the little that and the little this? Or did you make more sales today? Did you make money? Like, what is the big lever you can pull to make money today instead of tweaking the little thing on your website for 3 hours and getting this fucking form to work properly and that little thing and this little mini chat course and whatever? You got to focus on what are the big levers in your life. For example, let's talk about this with dating, right? Huge lever huge lever you could be pulling in your dating life is stop dressing like shit. Stop dressing like shit. It blows me away. I met a guy, I don't even want to say where. I don't know. Well, whatever. I met a guy recently who I talked to him, and he had been in the game for a long time. He had been in the game for a while. And I'm not going to give too many details. Great guy. But he'd been in the game for a long time. And when I met him, he was dressed like total garbage. He recognized me, so he started talking to me, and we shot the shit for a little bit. He was dressed like a fucking ne'er-do-well. He was dressed like I dressed when I was in 7th grade. It was a baggy logo t-shirt with like shitty fucking baggy kind of shorts, shitty shoes. It was insanity to me. And if the guy told me, oh yeah, dude, I've been in this for like 6 months, I would have been like, oh, bro, that's why you're dressed like shit. Here, let me talk to you about this right now. This dude had been in the game for years, dressing like when you approach somebody, when you go up and talk to them, your appearance, the way that you present to the world, your posture, your hair, what you are wearing, the eye contact, these things, these are going to be, again, some of the biggest levers you could possibly pull in your dating life. So you're going out and you're trying this line and that method and this little hack and slowing down your speech. That way you can come off as more confident and all of this, but you're wearing shit clothes, and then you approach a bad bitch wearing great clothes that she put a lot of effort into, always browsing around on Pinterest and ordering this, and then she got the wrong size and she sent it back, and now she's got this size, and she's proud of what she's wearing, and she's in the gym trying to look fucking hot and whatever. And now here you come wearing like Goodwill ass looking hand-me-down shit. It's insanity. So look at how often in your life are you just trying to tweak the smallest little things that are not going to get you results whatsoever versus these bigger levers in your life. So that's probably all I got. I don't know. Maybe I mean, look, energy, again, I can't stress this enough. When you really get down to it, for so many guys that I've talked to, I mean, if you follow this channel for any amount of time, I've been coaching now for, dude, I don't even know. Sometimes I just toss the number out, but I don't even know. What is it right now? It's November of 2022. November of 2022. This is around the time that I discovered game 10 years ago, actually. So that's cool. That's cool. This is like roughly right around right now. I got to talk to my buddy Zorn because he's the one that I hit up and I said, bro, I just discovered this game shit. I just discovered these guys are like teaching you how to go out and meet chicks. And he went out with me. So maybe I'll talk to him and figure out what is the first day that we ever went out and game. But it was roughly 10 years ago right now. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video too called what I've learned 10 years in the game. 10 years in the game. It's been a wild journey. I've slept with hundreds of chicks. I have dated beautiful, beautiful women. I was actually walking around my neighborhood last night just thinking about this one that, in another life, man. In another life. Brutal, severe breakup. Horrible. You will go through the flames. Some of you guys, you think you're going through it or struggling a little bit because you can't get results and shit. Just wait till you do get results. Just wait, bro. I'm telling you, these really high level dudes, they go through severe breakups and you don't see it. Right? They're not out here like making content about it. Sometimes I guess they are, but I mean, when you are in this position, for me, so many, my issue is literally abundance. I have been with so many beautiful women that so many guys would kill to be able to stick with that girl forever. that the fact that I cut things off or that I wouldn't commit and eventually push them away because I wouldn't commit would blow so many men's minds in the world that are just looking for something. And so then when you have weak moments at times and you look back and you're like, what am I doing? Why have I pushed those women away? Like, this is insane. All for the pursuit of what? More pussy? And to be honest with you, I'm probably a little fucked up, but yes, that is it. That is it. The thrill, the high, the fun, the new fucking, the experiences with new women, the being on a fucking crazy trip, doing a day game approach, meeting this girl, going on a romantic date, getting to know this new person, sharing new things with a new person, going back to her fucking apartment in Santa Monica, fucking just all of these crazy experiences, and now you're texting each other like you miss each other, and you're like, when are you gonna come see me? And you guys are having that, and then you guys do reconnect again in that same city, and having those experiences over and over again, having girls in every major city that you literally do miss, and that when you're there, you're texting them before you go, and you're like, hey, so I listen, I need you to be free Sunday night, at this time, whatever. Like, okay, I can do that. Oh my God, are you coming? All of this shit, pulling fucking threesomes from the bar. It's fun. And a lot of people in this world, they'll tell you how to live, right? They'll tell you how to live. I see a couple big influencers who have admittedly only slept with one person or less than three. The one guy, I'm not sure if his wife is the only woman. The one guy they're both huge influencers. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. One of them 100% only ever slept with his wife. The other one, maybe a couple other women, but I'm pretty sure it's been just his wife. And these guys who have never had these thrills of a rotation, who have never had, this crazy, incredible, raunchy ass, sex-filled fucking life where you are just on, where you're hooking up with two different girls that live in the same college dorm, and you're timing out when you're going to have the second one come over because you're dropping the one off, and then you're circling around the block waiting for 10 minutes and going back around and picking up the other one, okay? When you're hooking up with two young, hot college girls that are little fucking freaks that are still discovering themselves, and you're able to provide that for them because you're an older man and you are fucking well-crafted in BDSM and you are literally like showing them Jesus while they're coming. These guys will preach from the fucking rooftops about you just want to pick one woman. It's one woman, and any other women that you're sleeping with, it's a complete and total waste of time. Have you had the experience? If you've had the experience, I'm more open to your opinion. And some people reach that opinion. I might reach that opinion one day. I really might, dude. I might. But I just don't think it's likely. I've actually almost been wanting to get to that opinion at different times. I'll meet these beautiful women and I'll almost want to get to that opinion where I'm like, dude, yes, like maybe you really do just, you got to maybe wrap this up and, let's like really do this now. Start a family. And I haven't authentically and truly gotten there. And I don't know if I ever will. So that's just how it goes. I'm not here to push my worldview on anybody. And the fact that so many people do push their lifestyle onto people is interesting. I've always said this with Evolution Daily. When people will come to me and they say things where they're like, you know what, hold up, let me turn this light up a little bit. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. I got this little Bluetooth light bulb. All right, let me make myself a little brighter. Yeah, that's better. Sometimes people want to come debate me about stuff. They'll be like, I just think that meeting girls isn't everything. And I just think it's like weird the way that you whatever. I'm like, bro, then I'm not for you. That's okay. Are you hitting up the gym influencer and saying like, dude, I just don't think fitness is everything. Like you tell us to go to the gym all the time, but that's just not really for me, man. I think like you need to focus on other things in your life. Then don't go to the fuck, then the video's not for you. then it's not for you. I don't give a fuck what you do. I will never sit here and tell you you've got to hook up with 100 chicks in the next 2 years. Literally my goal is I put out content into the world, and I hope that men who want to get better with women, who want to date beautiful women, who want to become social, who want to become charismatic, who want to become confident, my goal is that they find the content and that I'm for them. That's it. I'm here to help. And if I'm not for you, then, especially here at this point, what are we at? 30 minutes? And if you made it this far, you're a fucking weirdo. If you're watching this because you disagree with me so much, then you are strange. You got mental issues. I have them as well, though. So we're going to wrap this up now. Fresh off a 2-mile run. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I might throw this up on Spotify, too, as like the podcast episode or something. I don't know. You guys rock. Hope everyone's having a good time out there in the world. Hit me up if you need anything. Join the Evolution Daily Mastermind. I'll include links down below. In the mastermind, you get access to me. We do weekly coaching calls, at least 2 every single week, where you have direct access to me. You get access to all of my courses. You get access to me for the next 12 weeks inside of the mastermind. And there's actually a very small monthly fee afterwards if you end up wanting to stay in after your initial 3 weeks. We do a once-a-year summit for the mastermind. We got that coming up as well. So, dude, hit me up, Aaron@evolutiondaily.com. Evolution Daily on Instagram. Man, hit me up if you guys need anything. Comment down below. Whatever. I'm out. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me.